Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, no mountain biking today. You might have seen I might have recently flown out to Rockhampton. That is because it's not the best view, it's mainly just trees. But I am here at Fraser Island. I'm going to be here for about a week or so. So I'm going to be doing, I don't know if I'm going to be doing a couple videos. Depends on how much footage I'm going to be getting. But at least a video of all the stuff that we're going to be getting up to out here. So stay tuned. It is day one at the moment, so it's kind of late afternoon, so we're going to jump straight to bed. I believe we've got an early start tomorrow morning, so yeah, let's jump right into it. Let's go. Alright guys, just like that, it is the morning, early morning sort of ish. We're about to be jumping right in the car and making our way over to Mackenzie Lake Mackenzie, something like that. To begin this day, it's obviously, this is probably going to be our biggest day out here. We're going to be going, because we're currently on the west coast of the island, we're going to be jumping straight through the middle, checking out Lake Mackenzie, a few other lakes and stuff like that. A place called Central Station, I believe, which has got some boardwalks and all that. We're going to be cutting across to the east coast, driving along 75-mile beach or something, I believe it's called. And then yes. Alright, so if you don't know where Fraser Island is a fairly big island off the coast of Queensland. The main way that people access this island is going to a town called Harvey Bay, where we went to, and you mainly just catch a boat from Harvey Bay straight across to the island, and yeah, then it's all go time from there. So like I said, our first stop for the day was Lake Mackenzie, and this is why this lake is very popular. Just look at how crystal clear that water is. Look, you can see the color, the difference in the color. It's just amazing. And of course we had to go for a swim, and the water was actually really warm. It's completely fresh rainwater. It is unbelievable. There's nothing in it. It's not salt water or nothing. It's unbelievable, this lake, and it was so nice and refreshing to get in there at, fun fact, 9 o'clock in the morning. So we spent about a good hour at Lake Mackenzie until the good old tour bus arrived and got packed. So we're like, let's pack up, and I think it's time to go. Yeah, so we hopped back in the car and started to make our way onto our next spot. If you don't know Fraser Island, there is no tarred road. There's a bit of it. But it is all sand roads, full driving. A lot of it's actually like two-way things, so you'll have cars coming at you from the other direction, so you might have to pull off the road. But yeah, a lot of full driving at Fraser Island, which I personally enjoy. Love the beach driving, love all that sort of stuff. So we then arrived at our next location, which you saw was Central Station. Not too much here. You know, there was a nice boardwalk on this little creek, which was once again all fresh water in that creek, and it was so crystal clear. It was unbelievable. And there was also just a nice little town centre and a bit of information about the place there as well.
Some of the vehicles that you see people driving here in Fraser Island were unbelievable. For example, these two nice elderly ladies, they were driving this massive full drive truck, and full credit to them. It's unbelievable that they're driving that over here. So we didn't spend too much long at Central Station. We started to continue our way over to the east coast of the island. And yeah, before you knew it, we were out driving on the beach, and it was so good to be out full driving on the beach again. So we're on the beach for about 15 minutes until we pulled into another small town here in Fraser Island called Euron, and yeah, we just had a little break here, and what you're about to see is me get sprayed in the face by sprinklers, because they have sprinklers there to sort of wash all the sand and stuff off the car, and I had the window down, didn't even realise they were there, and got completely soaked. So we decided to have lunch here in Euron, and what a better way to have lunch here in Australia than a good old sausage sandwich. So can't go wrong with those. So after lunch, we had a quick look around the town, and then we were straight back in the car and back on the beach, and went a little bit further up north along the beach, and we decided to start to sort of make our way back to the west coast where we were staying. So our next stop was, as you saw, Hammerstone, sand boat, which is basically a huge sand dune that goes right into a lake. You don't get the best view of it from here, but there is a walk that you're actually able to walk down to it and actually go for a swim in the lake. So we weren't there for too long, wasn't really much to look at, so we moved on. But as we got back to the car park, we spotted one of the huge lizards that are on Fraser Island, climbing his way up a tree. So
where are you going?
Yeah, it was pretty cool to see. These lizards are massive. They are bloody huge, which is they're still pretty cool though. So that was pretty much our last stop for the first day. So yeah, we just decided to make our way back to the resort. So yeah, hopped back in the car and we were away, out driving again in the bushland and all that. So it's just the scenery here on Fraser Island. It's just amazing. You don't get this anywhere else. So it's just extraordinary, this island, and it's only been the first day. Alrighty guys, we just I actually forgot to record getting back to like our house yesterday afternoon once we got back. So it's actually the next morning now. We're just about to leave, head out for another full-on day. Mel and Craig, their friends who live up here, they've just arrived off the barge this morning, so they're going to be spending the next couple of days with us and all that. So yeah, not really much else to say apart from let's get right into it. So let's go. So the plan for today was to head back across to the east side and go further up the beach this time towards the famous Eli Creek, which you'll see later on, as well as check out the famous shipwreck, which is pretty common. A lot of people know Fraser Island for this huge shipwreck on the beach, which you'll see later on. So yeah, day 2 was officially underway. So we had a quick stop at another small town called Happy Valley, which was a little bit further up the beach, and it was sort of a good opportunity to take a look at the cars that we were all driving, the rigs and everything. So I was in with my family, the Volkswagen Amrock. Mel and Craig's friends, well, Mel and Craig are our friends, and their friends were in the Isuzu D-Max, and Mel and Craig were in the Ford Ranger. So they were the 3 vehicles getting us across the island. So we then finally arrived at our next destination, which was Eli Creek. So this creek, it's basically it's a creek, but you're able to swim in it, and you basically start at the top, or sort of the top, and you basically float all the way down to the end. You can use noodles, floaties, the tubes, anything you want. We all had our own tubes and everything, so it was really fun. I had the head mount on for you guys to come along for the ride as we had a little bit of a relaxing float down Eli Creek.
Oh, I'll get you, I'll help you. He's pushing us. Hit the knife button. That was closed down when I went. They didn't let us on it. We've got another pair of missing sunglasses. Except it's not in the ocean. Oh.
No one told me it was $10 a dingo.
Oh, that was our thing on the way up the other day.
So yeah, there was definitely a dingo there, but just because of how far away we were, the camera wasn't able to see it. But yeah, so there was definitely a dingo there, and yeah, by the time we got there, it was already gone. So we decided to do another trip down down the creek again, and I decided let's speed this up a little and keep it going pretty quick. So we finished up at Eli Creek and decided to go back in the car and make our way up to the shipwreck, which wasn't too far from Eli Creek, maybe 5-10 minute drive north up the beach to the shipwreck. So yeah. So once we got to the shipwreck, I noticed that they had one of the planes that flies around Fraser Island. They land on the beach all the time and everything, so I had a quick look at that. Yeah, it wasn't too interesting, but yeah, it was cool to see one of those planes that they use here at the island. But yeah, we then arrived at the shipwreck, and as you can see, it was obviously the most popular spot or go-to place on the island. Everyone was there just mainly because of how common and well known it is here on Fraser Island, and I mean it is a huge ship. I've come to realise. I didn't realise it was this big, to be honest. And then yeah, that basically ended our second day there. It wasn't a big day. We did start a little bit later because we just decided to wait for our Mel and Craig's friends to get off the barge. So we started a little bit later, which means we didn't have enough time, but still glad that we were able to get Eli Creek and go check out the shipwreck, get that ticked off the bucket list, which was pretty cool. So yeah, we just decided to make our way back across to the west side where our resort was, and yeah, end the day there.
It's the morning here, day 3 of here at Fraser Island, our final day actually. So yeah, going to be exploring the west side a little bit, and we heading back down to Lake Mackenzie once again and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it.
So yeah, I forgot to do a little outro at the end of day 2, but yeah, day 3 had finally arrived, our final, or my final day on the island at least. So the plan was to explore the west coast a little more, but that ended up changing. We ended up just going further up, even more further up north along the east coast more, so past the shipwreck, and pretty much not as far north, but pretty much till the end of 75 Mile Beach. Checked out Champagne Pools, which was also a really cool thing, so you see that in today's part of the video. So yeah, like I said, stopped at Lake Mackenzie then, so had a nice good old dip in Lake Mackenzie, and then we were pretty much straight back into it, back on the road, and we were just basically making a beeline for the east coast straight away. We wanted to get there nice and early, so yeah, made a beeline for that after a good hour and a bit maybe at Lake Mackenzie. So so we had a quick stop at Happy Valley again, and while I was there, I actually decided to mount the GoPro to the roof rack of the car and get a little bit of a different angle of footage while driving. So hopefully this turned out pretty well for you guys. So yeah, after a quick stop at Happy Valley, like I said, yeah, we continued on further up north, up on 75 Mile Beach. And the footage actually turned out pretty well from being on the roof rack of the GoPro. I believe it actually came out pretty nicely. You know, it was pretty smooth, the footage, which I liked, and was mainly one of the reasons why I got this new GoPro, for the smoother footage. So on our way up along the beach, we decided to stop again at the shipwreck, mainly just because there was no one there this time compared to yesterday, how there was like half of Australia was bloody there. But yeah, so we decided to stop there again, get a few more pictures without the huge crowd, and then moved on straight away. So we'll probably be there for about maybe 5 or 10 minutes at best. So after a quick stop at Orchard Beach, which is just another small town here in Fraser Island, for some lunch, we didn't spend too much time here. It actually happened to have an airfield, which was right in front of us here, which was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting to see that. But we didn't spend too much time here. We'll straight back on the road and headed towards Champagne Pools straight after this. So we had finally arrived at Champagne Pools. This was our sort of final main place that we wanted to go to on this trip. So it was pretty cool. It was nice, sort of like it was sort of like a lagoon sort of thing right on the ocean. It was really amazing. We were even able to spot some fish in the lagoons, which was actually pretty cool. And we were able to get right up close to them. They were not afraid of us at all. So that was actually pretty cool. And I was able to get the GoPro under the water and get up nice and close to them. So after visiting Champagne Pools, it was sort of getting a little bit late, so we decided to head back to the resort and end the trip there pretty much. Yeah, head back to the resort, started to pack up, and just got ready to leave for tomorrow.
Whew. What a great way to end an awesome trip out here at Fraser Island with an awesome sunset. That is going to end for this video, guys. We have come to the end of our third and final day here at Fraser Island. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Really got to test out this new GoPro underwater, bunch of new mounts and all that sort of stuff, so I'm really glad that I got to trial that out on this trip. Hopefully you guys enjoy all the footage that I've gotten for you guys and all that. So yeah, next video is going to be me flying back to Canberra. So I'm flying out of Harvey Bay to Brisbane, and then from Brisbane down to Canberra, so there'll be a video on those flights. But yeah, I guess without further ado, I'll see you legends in that next video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, go down and subscribe for more videos like this. And yeah, see you later, guys, and bye bye.